Shalom, shalom, and welcome back. Today we are talking about the scarlet thread, the forbidden blood practices in Leviticus. Life is in the blood. Now, blood has sacred life in it. Blood holds a profound significance throughout the Bible. It represents life, atonement, and divine order. Yet, it is also the target of corruption by those who oppose God's will. In Leviticus chapter 17, verse 11, God declares, "For the life of the flesh is in the blood, and I have given it to you upon the altar to make an atonement for your souls. For it is the blood that maketh an atonement for the soul." Now, this single verse establishes the foundation of God's prohibition or consuming blood and highlights the importance of blood in redemption, purity, and divine justice. However, this divine ordinance has been violated throughout history by pagan rituals, occult bloodletting, and modern blood transfusion practices, which mirror the same corruption that God warned against. Let's explore why God forbid this consumption of blood, the connection between blood rituals and demonic influence, and how modern society continues to engage in this occult blood practices. Now, the command against eating blood in Leviticus. Leviticus 17 is a pivotal chapter where God establishes the sanctity of blood. The command is clear. Leviticus chapter 17 verse 12. "Therefore I said unto the children of Israel, no soul of you shall eat blood, neither shall any stranger that sojourneth among you eat blood." In Leviticus chapter 17 verse 14, "For it is the life of all flesh, the blood of it is for the life thereof. Therefore I said unto the children of Israel, ye shall eat the blood of no manner of flesh." This was not just a dietary restriction, it was a spiritual law meant to separate Israel from pagan nations who used blood in rituals, sacrifices to false gods, and demonic ceremonies. Now, blood as God's designated agenda for atonement. God specifically reserved blood for atonement purposes, not for consumption. Why? Because blood represents life. In Genesis chapter 9 verse 4, "But flesh with the life thereof, which is the blood thereof, shall ye not eat." Blood covers sin in Hebrews chapter 9 verse 22. Without shedding of blood is no remission. Blood belongs to God. It was given for divine use, not human indulgence. To eat blood was to misuse what was meant for sacred purposes. It was a direct rebellion against God's established order. Now we need to understand the severity of the prohibition. Unlike other dietary laws, eating blood was treated with extreme seriousness. Leviticus chapter 7 verse 27, "Whatsoever soul it be that eateth any manner of blood, even that soul shall be cut off from his people." Deuteronomy chapter 12 verse 23 to 25, "Only be sure that thou eat not the blood, for the blood is the life, and thou mayest not eat the life with the flesh." Being cut off meant divine judgment, separation, or even death. This punishment reveals how seriously God viewed blood defilement. Pagan blood rituals, the satanic corruption of God's law. God's command against blood consumption was not just about dietary discipline. It was a direct opposition to demonic practices. The pagan use of blood in ancient cultures. Many ancient religions use blood, drinking, sacrifices, and bloodletting as part of their worship. Canaanites and Baal worship. The Canaanites, whom Israel was commanded to destroy, practiced child sacrifice and ritual bloodletting to appease their gods. Leviticus chapter 18 verse 21. Egyptians and blood sorcery. Pharaoh's magicians mimicked Moses by turning water into blood in Exodus chapter 7 verse 22, indicating that blood magic was a known practice in Egypt. Now, these cultures saw blood as a gateway to spiritual power and concept Satan as continually perverted. The role of the blood in occult and witchcraft. Satanists and occultists today continue the same ancient practices under new disguises. Blood sacrifice in Satanism. Blood is believed to be a conduit for power. Today, give yourself to the Lord. Do not do any occult sacrifices or bloodletting. Jesus is the ultimate sacrifice. God bless and shalom.